So, hello guys, Tom here again. Hope everybody is have had a good Christmas and a good couple of days here between, because now we are heading towards New Year 2021, and I just wanted to make, I guess, just share my thoughts quick about this past year, because the year 2021, where can we start? It's not maybe not really much better than 2020, to be honest. I've been speaking to some people and my friend today, and it's just like, what happened with this year really? It's just gone so incredibly fast, and when you think about that, it's one thing that I find very, yeah, it's scary sometimes, how the days, the weeks, the months just go by like so fast. I don't really like that, to be honest, that time in a linear perspective seems to go so, you just think back, what did I do actually the past month, the past 3 months, the past 6 months? It's like everything is moving extremely fast, and every day is like the same. And maybe it's a little bit like that partly because, working from home, it's the days is kind of like blending all together, but it has its ups and downs like most things. I guess we all should at least take some time of this day, the last day of the year, and just go through things that what is good and things that can be improved, because that's where I'm at. I know I bring up sometimes a lot about like changes. We want to make changes, we want to improve ourselves, and we maybe have a vision of ourselves where we see ourselves, of the person that we want to be. We should always, of course, be satisfied. I mean, maybe not satisfied, but be fine with who we are. In the end of the day, going to bed, we should all be able to just feel relaxed and not so stressed over where we're at in life or whatever situation we're put in, and just feel gratitude for what we have in life, or who the people we have around us, because it's so easy. I mean, especially with like social media, for example, that people portraying always the best of themselves, and sometimes what they portray themselves as is not necessarily the full picture. In fact, a lot of people appearing to be the happiest and the most successful are actually the most miserable people that there is. I'm not saying that's all the case like all the time with everybody, but a lot of times it's like that. So that's one thing, just take a moment and reflect like where you are, what I'm doing, where I'm at, and be grateful for the things that I do have, and then look forward. What are the choices? Because it's about choices. What are some things that I need to change in order to make the right decision to go where I want to be, or head? What direction do I want to head with myself? And I know mine. The whole thing about New Year resolutions, it's I never really had a good, I never really did, but I understand some people do, but it's so easy to like, you just fall back into a bad pattern or whatever, a bad behavior, do bad things, bad for you. But it's also a way to set straight, like, okay, I want to now it's like New Year, why not? I mean, I'm not saying that I'm necessarily going to do it just because it's a new year, but there are some things that I'm going to change And these changes, it's you're going to have to sacrifice other things, because I know, like, yeah, we have an image of what we want to do with ourselves, and we maybe don't want to be stuck in the same situation. I know that I want to do some new challenges for next year, so just hope everything is, I mean, in regards to whatever is going on right now, it's getting a little bit ridiculous, to be honest. It's like, let's go, guys. Let's move on. So yeah, it's just like one thing I realized also is that I'm going to I'm a generous person, but I have to make some choices that I cannot just give. You know, I realized that I've been giving a lot this year where there's no return. And I've forgotten about people that I care about, and the people that are closest, that stands me the closest. So that's something that I already have changed now, but it's something that I'm going to maintain. You know, that you are, the way, for example, financially, like, why are you going to be so generous for people that don't even know you? I think there's I said before, I think there are people that want to give so much because they're insecure and they think they're boring if they're not. Before I said that, and that's not the case with me, but I think I was lying to myself. There was a point when I felt selfish when I was younger, and then there was someone told me that I'm selfish, and because I know that's the last thing that I want to be. I don't want to be a selfish person, so I just got extreme. But obviously I cannot take responsibility for too much anymore. That's like one thing that I now just want to really focus on, the people that actually do matter for me and who are actually close to me. And I want to try to be able to manage to meet with these people. And then there are some other things also, but we're not really here about talking about me and my changes like that. I'm here talking about the general idea about this. That we have, yeah, you guys probably as well, you have to make some changes about where you see yourself, what direction that you're heading. Because obviously we know there are things with ourselves, that what is right or what you have to do. And this is difficult, of course, in the beginning. I mean, I know myself, I want to get that I know I can reach a level of productivity and creativity. And when I get there to that level, it feels so good. It's so nice that, but when you sometimes get there, you are also very vulnerable. So you can fall back, but to get there is hard, it takes a lot of dedication. I mean, to be honest, like, sit down and write or whatever it is that I'm doing, working on a project, it takes a lot of energy in the beginning. But it's like a scale, it's difficult in the beginning, and then when you get up there on this certain level that I want to be, you're also vulnerable because you think that you're doing so well, So then it can just, the drop can just be so massive. It can be massive, the drop there, but yeah, next year, what else? It's the year of election in my home country. Let's see what's gonna happen with that. And I also, next year, I don't want to say too much about next year. I mean, I just want to say that be grateful. I'm grateful for this strange, it was not a really good year again. And I think we can all agree about that. But in the end of it all, in the end of it all, we're just gonna keep moving. It's like we know the decisions that we're gonna have to do, and it's difficult in the beginning, but we are not weak, so we're not giving up for that. So yeah, I have to go now. I'm gonna go over to a friend that invited me for dinner, so just a very relaxed, easy New Year's Eve with some dinner, a good friend, and then tomorrow morning it's up work and get back to doing the hard work and making the right decisions again. I start to repeat myself, but with that said, thank you guys for watching, and I wish you like the best New Year's Eve, happy New Year's Eve. So see you, bye.